So this bravery, this unbendable spirit, you have it in your roots. It comes from the mother side of your family. But kind of I'm looking at all cards which are now in various decks positioned up, but I didn't draw them yet. So we have a new beginnings. We have a strength in the reverse. We have the world, which is basically the same card, I think. Yeah, it is. We have the thought and segment and apathies. And we have being ordinary mood. But I'm seeing a whole picture of the situation. So even though you went through some sort of very difficult cycle, probably battling your own like caregivers or something, battling some sort of archetype of the oppressive. I don't know. It reminds me of something like I remember we had a time in like a Jungian group where everybody was like sharing the animus or animus dreams related to it. Like what 111 on the clock again. What kind of like archetype you always dreaming about? I'm saying I'm not even dreaming. I never dream about masculine. I'm dreaming about like random things from third person perspective, if anything. On just like super outlandish things, which are just like different galaxies and stuff. Anytime like and after this, I just actually started to have a dreams about masculine, and I always felt like super old, oppressive, tyrannic male, sexually abusing me or raping me or violently hitting me or chaining me to something. And this is very interesting pattern because, well, I think it's not somebody here perhaps had something similar going on within their own psychological constitution, where the masculine energy within is so harsh and so violent and so much oppressive over this feminine energy. And it comes from, like, of course it comes from your roots, it comes from conditioning, it comes from even your nationality, what your country went through, how many wars, what happened, like what kind of image it created within your own psyche. And of course it is connected to the fact that in order to solve this conflict within your own self, within your own constitution, you're gonna have to learn to balance out those energies and also let it go out of you. You know what I mean? So perhaps you have to, for example, start doing martial arts or some sort of I'm also thinking even extreme sports here in somebody's case. But then like another people were talking about twin flames and how this situation may look, what it might be. And I'm seeing somebody really has the feminine energy has to come outside of you, and any feminine energy has to be balanced out inside of you, and it has to be done through the cooperation between those two sides of your personality. For sure, as far as until now, you've been indeed attracting some sort of oppressive characters into your life. But it's like segment. You see, like this might be your goddess. Like this might be two of the gods you from Egyptian lineage you are actually working with. But also Apophis is coming out. So maybe they're all three in your constitution, because like this masculine energy, oppressive masculine energy, tyrannic masculine energy, I was talking about. Like like I don't know. This Islam is also coming from, but this is darkness. This is like a. I think this god looks like a alligator, and he's just like destroying everything. He's the god of destruction, the darkness. A segment. She is not even a human. She's a cat. She's a cat alien type of character, and I think she's just like a goddess of war, and she's just like. She's always coming to destroy humans because she doesn't consider herself, I think, human at all. And the thought, he works kind of in the underground. It's related to knowledge, but also wholeness here. it's very interesting that it was presented like this, because I would suspect that knowledge would be here, but it's wholeness. So it's like about this is like, all of this looks to me like Kundalini energy. This is like a primordial anger, primordial necessity for destruction, and like Shiva in a state of like Rudra, where he wanted to destroy all world. Then we have segment is also powerful feminine energy. These two energies, they have to be channeled in a way that they're gonna feel beautifully all the channels, energetic channels in your body, instead of and lead to this wholeness in the end. Not to be destructive or destroy, not to focus your anger or this power you have within you, over power, on something which is not productive. That's why I was saying some sort of like a productive ingenuity to your energy. You don't have to be literally like super sensory or technical in your life. It's just like that you are have this mindset if it comes to your energy. You have to have a control over how you are using your energy. And then through this being ordinary is a part of this wholeness you are aiming at. So you may try to just be an ordinary person right now. You may try to fit into society as much as possible, but I'm not getting this energy from you. I'm getting a rebel who is just completely different than everybody else and has like super unusual experiences, which are some completely unrelatable to common people around you. But it's like kind of the necessary energy here. Just having sense of you being a part of the society, part of the whole, just being yourself within this structure. So sharing a lot in common with other people. We share much more than what divides us. What divides us is our perception, but what we constitute of our atoms, our body, our cells, our hair, everything. We share everything. We share everything. We share so much with an onion. We share so much with an animal, pig, with many different animals. Also, that's also a clue for somebody's diet. Perhaps you want to, it's, you see, Anukit, hope. You see, that's all the water energy here. Maybe you don't want to, because Set is in reverse, which is really good. Let me see, I will clarify that. But I'm seeing like somebody, how much sophisticated somebody's nervous system is, the less it is, the more eatable it is. That's what I want to say. So you went through a tremendous battle. This is the path to balancing yourself out completely. And look at this. I think this is triggering somebody. This ordinary, being ordinary. Why is it so triggering? Why you don't want to do it so much? What's so scary about it? It's like Hephaestus in reverse. Interesting. This is maybe how people see you. That's what you're afraid of. That they actually, maybe that's why. Maybe you want to be seen as ordinary, but you are being seen as this dark energy. It comes from your roots. It's such a strong impression because probably millions of your ancestors were this High Priestess in reverse. That's what I was picking up on. Really, I'm seeing dark character. I'm seeing when you pass, people whisper something. Look, she looks like a witch or something like this. There's for sure some sort of trauma related to it too. This all comes from like super hyper independence, never having sense of security, never having sense of safety, never being able to be in this magnetizing, smelling good, lying down, voluptuous, Aphrodite-like, Lakshmi-like energy where water goes everywhere, from water, ideal amount of warm water reaching every corner of your area, your garden, and then everything blooms. I don't think you had the luxury to be in this conditioning, and you have some sort of social stigma you carry for sure. I don't know what it might be. There are many stigmas. Here I'm thinking people assume you are this dark omen, black dark omen, some energy like this. We're talking about, yeah, and we're talking about, of course, arriving in Empress energy. That's what Empress energy is. It's an ordinary, in a way, it's ordinary. It's based on a earth element, water element. That's what's common. That's what all of us human have in common. We are made out of water and earth. We all are emotional creatures. We all have physical needs. We all have human conditioning. And here you're gonna place your identity on that solid foundation, not on something outside of you, not on something outside of visible spectrum of things which are you are well, you are all immersed in, like you as your internal identity. And maybe perhaps this is also like a prediction for a society, that we're gonna find extraordinariness in being ordinary or being human, because like there's like 20,000 millions of LGBT something genders is kind of too much of this inner world being pushed onto the external world. I don't know, just some energy like that. I don't know. Okay, what we having? We're having a person. Oh, the still father character is coming. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna take all those cards. So somebody is definitely doing everything in order to. Why I'm hearing desacretize you. That's what I just heard, and it's like such a weird word. This is like almost like a neologism. This desacretize. No, it's not. The word like this exists. I just don't know how to making you not holy, making you not whole. This the wholeness. This got thought here. This is what is people want me to remove this, but thought is almost like Archangel Metatron, you know. And I think you are definitely extremely connected to this energy, to the energy of your destiny, and even your energy of you. You have much more wholeness than others about you, because you remember something about yourself which is much more, which goes farther beyond than Earth. You are a god in human body. That's what I'm hearing, but it's crazy actually. Demigod, semi-god. You might as well be a daughter or son of thought maybe. Anyway, coming back to this family energy. So there's somebody extremely, as I said, very clever, very clever about ingenuity. There's an ingenuity about, unfortunately, somebody else's resources. Like, I don't know if you had because we're coming back to this oppressive energy of somebody controlling everything you have, everything you own, even your own resources, your resources being controlled by somebody else. How would it happen? That adult person. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So there's also lack of wholeness. Knight of Swords in reverse. So there is a stalking going on. There is Ace of Pentacles, searching for opportunity. But on what basis would ever somebody control Empresses? Double Empress fell down. Empress's resources would be controlled by somebody. Anybody, really. Because Empress is a resource herself. She creates everything that exists in the visual material world. That's the energy which Empress transmuting and bringing as literally as gold. That comes from her sacral center, where there is source of all creation. What would be a basis on it? Because like this reminds me, like this is third eye and higher chakras here. So what kinds of illnesses or diseases would be considered mental health, mental diseases, mental health issues? So I don't know if somebody has a father figure Okay. So we have a father figure who's claiming that you are mentally ill. With this raven energy, perhaps this person actually is not thinking that you are a witch or something dark or something of this kind. This person thinks you are straight up schizophrenia or mentally ill, or you should be locked up. Or there is a trauma like this within your family somewhere, that some woman who had a spiritual gifts was locked up by her own husband or her own father in an institution for the duration of all her life because of misunderstood power, because of the power they had, because of the power they own, medicated, strangled. Maybe she was moving her objects with her mind. Maybe she was turning off the light with her mind. Maybe she was doing all sorts of creepy shit. And this husband put her on pills, put her in mental, locked her up in mental institution. Maybe you carry this trauma, and maybe your own father is thinking the same of you, or your own partner thinking the same about you. That's kind of big. Knight of Chalices in reverse and Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands is definitely a dark witch type of archetype. This is using your willpower, your inner fire, with higher chakras, higher level resources, fire and water together, misusing it. Of course, we cannot say it's just oppressive, horrible, crazy, masculine, because that might be just an ordinary man who does not know anything, just judging things based on how they look in 3D material reality, and they may not know anything else. So if somebody's saying something symbolic, saying something metaphoric, but how these people were in the relationship in the first place? This must be some ancient times. Because like normally, who had a choice as a woman who is highly intellectual, intuitive, somebody with a vast knowledge, whose patron is a thought, would never marry somebody who is like down to earth and unimaginative and just like simply not understanding anything. It's hard for me to understand it. There must be some sort of old times and some sort of arranged marriages. But this is a sort of trauma I carry. Or maybe, you know, we can say that all of it is on the side of this guy. Maybe this woman they married turned out to be literal witch, like somebody who actually does spells, actually somebody who's, I don't know, I'm seeing something crazy, actually. But I see why this person might have thought they are crazy, because I'm seeing somebody miscarried, and was using the body of the child in spell work, and I'm really sorry for that to be in your memory or in your Akashic records and something like this. I really saw it with my own eyes right now in front of me, and it's crashing me down, really. I'm seeing many things, actually. So you see, I'm right of being somebody, you carrying something dark within you. I'm right about it. You fighting this darkness within you, though. But like, it's just people see it on instinctual level with you. They are wary of you. You may feel socially isolated. You may feel like everybody is looking, because they are scared of you. On some level, they are scared of you because like there is an ancestor or somebody in your lineage. Maybe it's long time ago. Maybe it's like medieval times or something like this. But there is somebody who's really brutal about the dark magic they did. Three of Swords, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, it is heartbreaking to know. You know, we all have all sorts of kind of ancestors. You know, we there is this. The High Priestess in reverse keeps coming back. So, well, explain me this, because this, I feel like there is like a giant pattern. There's the pattern keep repeating itself in somebody's life, in lives of you and your ancestors. You're being blamed for things which other people did. But I'm also now seeing another case, and it's like another branch of this reading, where somebody's husband or somebody's partner or somebody else in your life is punishing you for who their mother or grandmother or somebody in their lineage is. Because as fast as they started to have sexual intercourse with you, they started to share with them their energy, their DNA, their ancestral energy. This person did this projection. When his energy arrived and merged with your body, this started to be visible, but it wasn't you. It was somebody from their own lineage. That I'm also seeing here. And even, it goes even further. You, by being in relationship in some sort of way with this man, who perhaps was very oppressive and very, very, I'm seeing Pluto planet in front of my eyes, like Hades, Persephone and Hades motif here. This person also, well, abused you, but also this, you've been persecuted for something you never did, or maybe it wasn't even in your lineage, or maybe it also was, but I don't know. There is some sort of karma here for sure. I don't think it's your personal karma. I don't think it's your personal karma from any lifetime, and I'm getting strong shakes in my right leg. This means I'm what I'm saying, my body's telling me that my intuition goes into the right direction. You never did this personally, because I'm also now seeing a male, and it looks crazy. It looks like this person is like fucking Mayan or something. I'm seeing a male, and he has all this like fur around his face. He has like a giant hat made out of fur, almost like Native American, and his all fur are burning. And he also have like wings, pretending to be a bird, like a shaman, and he burns and runs towards like something which I would best describe as a Delphic oracle room. And he runs towards there, and you already there. In this, you are like, maybe you are a part of, you are kind of like, there's many cultures blended in one in this image I'm seeing right now. I don't even know what to make out of it, like, because there's a male for sure. This might be this like oppressive, crazy energy. He also is a burning bird. So it's fire and air element for sure. He's doing some sort of witchcraft. He's doing some sort of, he's very dynamic, very much runs there amongst those high priestesses, there's oracles. And they are laughing from him, and they also like saying to you, you are not sure if you belong there, you are not sure if you are supposed to be there, and they saying to you jokingly that you don't, and they laughing because you are like one of them. Like, you are like, I don't know if you even not like the leader or something. Somebody is very high status, and it comes from the generations and generations. Like, the thought is the absolute, like, this is like your quote-unquote spiritual father here. Maybe also like me, like this top deck a lot. The wind is blowing crazy outside, that I mentioned before. How do I even interpret it? Because we have really crazy masculine, this is crazy masculine energy running, you know, on a higher level, this is all you. Like, you know, this masculine thing is also you, even it feels so distant from you, and you are in this duality because you are amongst those oracles, and there's this crazy man running towards them trying to integrate and merge with them. Like, this is like a higher level spiritual journey integration type of thing going on in here, and it also manifests tragically in your life until you like kind of find some sort of peace with this. And this man with burning fur, I think, and this is not fur, this is feathers, burning feathers. You know, like feathers, birds and feathers, they stick together. Well, it also may mean this ancestral energy, these feathers. But it gives me like this man, it almost looks like a chicken, or like a rooster, or like a dragon almost, but it's like a low stage dragon, like not real dragon. No, like he stopped being a dragon long time ago, because this masculine energy, this oppressive masculine energy stopped being relevant long time ago in the world. We don't need any more of this. We don't need hunters, gatherers. We don't need serial murderers who are called the righteous for the sake of war protection. We don't need those anymore. This man, this masculine within you, stunted somewhere in its development, runs towards high priestess. High priestess is like the highest possible form of feminine energy. This is divine feminine energy with divine masculine energy. This is still on the feminine lunar side. So, and I was saying like a 22 degrees halo is actually like I've seen around this full moon right now in Cancer. Cancer being epitome of feminine energy. Jupiter is now in next to the moon, conjuncting moon. Jupiter brings like spiritual growth and development. This is deep. And Thoth is a bird. You see, he's depicted as a bird. With a very gentle, sophisticated, but that bird was wild. And you know, like, even through, I may have told you, like, may I tell you one thing. Okay, so you've been dealing with rape, abuse, you've been dealing with domineering males, you've been dealing with some sort of random people in your life who are so much trying to protect this unhealthy root energies, like the, you know, the Andrew Tates in your life, and people who glorify being gay for sake of keeping their masculinity even. It's just things I don't even know. I don't know why I even said that. That's just so weird. I felt awkward by saying that. It's interesting, like, is it the truth? Is it that just like being gay, the last bastion of masculinity? Even through, weirdly enough, like the masculinity in this pure form? I don't know. Like, no, I don't want to say that. There's something on the side, because like something is pushing it into my mind. Oh, this is the bird, very well refined. But you see the image, you see what I mean. It will manifest in your life as having this oppressive, weird neighbor. You will manifest in your life as some sort of dick measuring competition with masculines. Dick measuring competition is being a thing, even like who is more masculine. As a woman, I think your own father pushed you in it, like pushed you onto this competition by not providing you safety, by not ever treating you like a princess you deserve to be. Just ask you to carry a bunch of wood and chop the wood and etc. Your mom being more masculine than your dad. That's coming back to it, but really, I'm just saying, it's like you gotta deal with it, because it will keep happening for you until you integrate it on some sort of higher level. You have to understand it properly, because I think you are both in this vision. You are this masculine who's running towards the high priestesses, and you sit there, or maybe this is your twin flame, or maybe this is actually your animus, and you are there amongst the other high priestesses, sitting like this in a circle in a beautiful, clean temple, praying, seeing the future, being extremely sophisticated, elegant, and there is like somebody who is supposed to be your partner, your male, your masculine, and he's just completely wild and crazy, and he runs, and he just wants to drag you by your hair from this temple to be his wife. I don't know what you're into. It's weird. It's just the dance within you, the dance of energies within you. There is this beautiful, so sophisticated, highly, but maybe you're being swayed towards this impulsive, rageful masculine side a lot. Maybe this is something to deal with. I don't know. So yeah, I'm a hard reader, because like when I get things like this, I'm not gonna sail you a fairy tale. In the end, we have to take responsibility for everything around us, everything within us. So we have Page of Wands in reverse, and we have Three of Wands. I think in the future you will have still, there will be problem with the fire element. You may feel very discouraged, because I think your current constitution is very much like elegant, sophisticated, sublime, beautiful, slick. Okay, I'm gonna come back to it, because like now I also had some sort of different impression, and it overtook almost my train of thoughts. I'm hearing Aries, 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 and somebody screams Aries, but then like softly sings it like Aries, like air, like airy, like, what does it mean? I'm hearing, well, that the Aries sign is being misunderstood in a collective sense. And I'm also feeling, I'm not drinking alcohol. I never drink alcohol. I'm actually completely abstinent, but I feel like I'm drunk, weirdly enough, right now. I'm channeling somebody else. Maybe a masculine, maybe the person you are about to marry or meet, or this divine masculine, this kind of wild burning person is, maybe this vision is completely about them. Because what I'm hearing, it is an Aries sign, but this is somebody born like March 21 to March beginning, like early Aries. And that's what I'm hearing. Aries is misunderstood, because maybe this person doesn't even have sun in Aries. Maybe it's just so many Aries placements, but it's like in nakshatra of Uttara Bhadrapada or Revati, or see, like, there's not even, let's actually leave the Vedic astrology behind on that, but let's just come back to the Western understanding of what Aries is, because like people seem not to understand that, because we're saying Aries is a leader, concrete go-getter, thinking only about themselves and their success, and they just like going and taking what they need, and they this emperor, they this Alexander the Great, they just like strategic and taking what they want, and they have so much drive and ambition, and for their self-image, and they so selfish, and they so driven. And I'm just like, hard for me to comprehend, because like the sign Aries is just right after Pisces, which is like the most wise and the most watery and the softest and most transcendent out of all signs. And Aries just what? There's just like wheel ends, and just suddenly you have a complete spike up in this fire energy? Of course not. Aries is misunderstood. It's Aries doesn't have this crazy energy. Maybe the later Aries, maybe April Aries, you know, not March Aries for sure. With this Taurus energy, like maybe the very end of Aries, like I don't know, what is it, April like 15? Maybe this is where it kind of starts for Aries to be like actually like really fiery and really selfish, really go-getter, because like Taurus is personal belongings, luxury, you know, but not next to Pisces, you know. Aries next to Pisces is somebody who is extremely intuitive, because the fire energy is also primordial will energy, willpower. It might be some sort of manifester. It might be somebody who, while retaining all the awareness of Pisces, is actually being able to act on this vast awareness they carry with them at all times, a vast intuitive awareness. It's somebody who is, actually tarot reader also comes to mind, as somebody who has vast knowledge which he is able to bring to concrete reality somehow with examples. Because I saw this might be just like an early Aries, this person, like rooster sign maybe, or something about being like a fiery bird, like I don't know what kind of Pokemon looks like that. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make a ridiculous example, but is this Pisces there? The high priestess is in Delphic, like Cancer and Pisces a little bit, almost like, but also like Virgo. This all high priestess is there, but also this running bird, this Aries. It almost looked like Hermes or somebody run with some sort of important information. I don't think this person run with destruction. This person run with the energy to give it to those high priestesses. Something like this. Okay. I'm gonna move away from it because I'm thinking I'm just like repeating myself. Oh, so you have magic in reverse. So maybe this is a sign that there is a magic being sent towards you, some sort of aggressive energy, some sort of dark aggressive energy. By the stuff from the underworld, by the stuff of working for a jaguar, but working for somebody who is like a jaguar. So we have a loner who needs to work on well, somebody hired somebody to hex you for sure here. It's no ways otherwise. I'm not gonna be, oh man, what is it about? The tree of life. So somebody is, I don't know, working with Kabbalistic system, Kabbalah, maybe a Jewish person. Somebody's working with earth magic. Somebody's working with, therefore, voodoo for sure. Let me see, who is it? Death magic. Ooh, that's crazy. So somebody sent the death magic towards you. Who is this person? The devil in reverse. Somebody completely overtaken by devil. We have Queen of a Queen of Cups in reverse. So I don't know if this person who sent you magic is a female. Or it's like I said, somebody's mother. There was a story about somebody's mother being a witch. Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups. So bad mother of somebody being a bad witch. Maybe this person is also like born in March, at the March 20 something. March, I don't know. This person sends you death magic for what reason? And who is it? This is your ex? Because of some sort of child? What about the child? Her child. Her child. What the hell? Give away. They want you to give up your child? Give up your children? They want you to give... Because you gave away their child? You broke up with their child? I don't know. Me explaining this. Wild woman. Because you didn't surrender to some sort of family structure, because you went your own way. Maybe as well your family, but I'm sensing something else. I'm sensing this is somebody who had sexual intercourse with, within their DNA was something, and their own mother perhaps has very dark roots, very dark magic kind of roots. Vision quest. You're gonna find out more about this situation if you sit in stillness and you invoke like strong electric energy. You may meditate. I'm seeing somebody meditating in a water, actually in a bath, and your body is getting this electric impulses everywhere, shakes and impulses, which to the point you're getting shocked by this is part of this energy. So maybe don't take a spiritual bath today, because your body might be shocked because so much black magic is being sent towards you. It comes from frequencies. It comes as electric shocks. But you may stand still out of the water. I'm not sure. Drums. Yeah, there's a shamanic ritual being done. But what about this child? What is it? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. So what? Somebody wants to use you to die. So somebody gets your child. Somebody else. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who lost their paternity, or lost ability to take care of a child because they were bad parents. Or maybe this woman also lost, she was in mental institution, so she never could raise up the children, so she's carrying some sort of anger within her, and you mirroring it, or somebody actively doing death magic on you. If you have a child, this may be literal, they want to take your child, so this child produce resources for them. They maybe want to gain resources off of having a child. I don't know what countries they are in, but there are some social things going on in various countries. Or maybe perhaps I don't know, this would be crazy, but maybe somebody is like thinking you took their son, or you took their son. Maybe you are in a relationship with somebody who has like dark high priestess as mother, and she's just like angry because you took the child away from her, like, I don't know, some sort of very codependent relationship with mother. Or maybe, and this is like a last resort thing, and it's like really creepy and weird, maybe you have a past partner who just killed themselves and somebody blames you. I'm getting some shakes that yes, this is actually case for somebody. Is it you to blame? Of course not. This person was an immature, masculine, power hungry. Magician in reverse just popped. Justice in reverse just popped. So we have do you have some dark family going on here? There is a guy who is threatening to kill himself right now, or already killed himself. And this person actually did a lot of things to you. I'm seeing bruised face for sure. I don't want to look more into it, because domestic violence is a thing here. I don't know if somebody abused child, did something to child as well. Maybe you divorced this person. They constantly do magic as you do. I think this person just lies about what happened. They lying like what happened in the relationship. But there's like a higher order. So we came back from the realistic, the realistic version. So somebody runs to these informations with high priestesses. You are amongst the high priestesses, and somebody, I don't know, this person runs to show like they show information to them, but they actually want to trick them and kill you. So they already having a knife and they want to kill you amongst the high priestesses. That may be a thing in this vision too. This is like a sneak attack, but of course they can't do it. Yeah, I'm visualizing now. So the other high priestesses, of course, there is like a field and they just bouncing out of it. But they're gonna be angry there. They will try a sneak attack. I don't know. This may happen like this way in the reality. You may be contacted by somebody, ex-father figure. They may wanna sneak in order to quickly solve an issue. Quickly solve an issue. In order to gain child, or get the child back. Or maybe they want to send you to the next life in order for you to incarnate as their child. I don't know. And I don't know what they want to do to you when you become their child in the next life. I don't know. This is something is really wrong with this reading right now. I want to end it. Okay, the world. This is chapter is closed. So this shouldn't manifest in any way in your life. That's like something I'm reading something which happened in your past lives, honestly, because this is very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. And you see, this reading as an example of what happens when you dig deeply in your psyche, because like it feels almost real, and this is a spiritual chapter, and it's a broader pattern which is still just somewhere within you, within your mind, without your body, within your mitochondria, within your memory, somewhere deeply in your muscles. It causes you pains, it causes you arthritis, it causes you many different things, and you don't even know this is there, and you don't even know like where your sickness comes from, where your stuff comes from. It is from things like this. It's from deeply seated traumas, which, of course, are not in immediate reality. There's nothing like this happening right now to you, but it happened in the history sometime. So you might have just solved like what was a problem in connection between your root chakra and your heart chakra. And what was in between it? It was a whole lot of dark magic, you know, done on both chakras. One is to chaining your legs into something. Another one is to binding your heart and using is as you being unborn child, using the heart in ritual, for example. That I've seen as much as this was a possibility. It was horrible. It was, oh my god, I don't want to describe it in details. It's a gift and a curse to have visions of things. Let's see more. This is something, Ace of Ariel in reverse. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, and support, a change in job or promotion. So there is no changes with your resources. It's also not a new opportunity, but I'm thinking like actually like something right now had to happen in this full moon. Something had to happen. Something from this all, probably like a darker side of things. Something like that had to happen. Somebody had to do something, which brought this to the surface. Either it's your father figure, if it's your mother-in-law or ex-mother-in-law or your own mother, but not so much. In this reading, I think not. There is some sort of plan. Somebody's thinking or plotting something related to these things. Something had to happen, because I've been getting reading that, you see, yesterday I just got showed information and I couldn't move more into the topic because I was actually, my access was blocked. I shouldn't supposed to say about it. There was a Queen of Cups in reverse, a mother, bad mother figure, Empress in reverse, who was completely disconnected from this Delphic oracle, from also from the thought gods. Somebody lost an access to spiritual realm completely, and somebody is going through some sort of breakup in relationship, or giving up some sort of love for sure. See, I wasn't supposed to see Lovers in reverse. I'm just carrying this card. I don't want to say it, but there is somebody like that right now. Somebody who been indeed doing the magic in reverse, the dark magic. Because magic upright is nothing wrong with it. Everybody does it all the time. Everybody does magic all the time, whether consciously or not. Okay, so decision haven't been yet met. Archangel Jopiel. Release yourself from which holds you back. You need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. You don't have those problems. Like, you don't worry about anything. You don't need detoxing because your body is healthy. Whatever you feel and you felt through this full moon in your body was complete illusion, was a projection. It was it's supposed to do that, but it didn't. Don't shit. Like, it just was uncomfortable. Something was directed towards your root and heart chakra, circulatory system, heart stuff, heart, doing something to your heart, stabbing your heart, some sort of situation like this. But it's irrelevant to you because you don't have these problems. You have self-confidence. Your root chakra is stable. It's powerful. Okay, here we have the Chariot. You can move forward because let's see, it's like 444 and then 111, 444 and 111, 444 and 111. So no, this thing is stable and your heart is upright. Your root chakra is upright. You can move forward. You have a lot of energy to move forward. Knight of Raphael, romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. You can go back and be this princess. Even this is a prince, but this prince is very much like a princess. Okay, that's what princesses do. But you can do actively what princesses do passively. If you are a princess, you read the poetry. You are receiving the or what was it called, courting from somebody. But you can be courting somebody. You maybe want to write a poetry, you maybe want to do some, write some music, write some, paint some picture, just be active with your imagination, because I hope after all of this your imagination will finally be free and positive. It will not have to go to the spiritual warfare, it will not have to go to solving this generational trauma. It's first time it can go move forward, and really you can dream about beautiful rainbowy clouds, you know. And you deserve it, you deserve it. It's not cringe, it's not cringe, it's not making you not super dark emo girl. It doesn't make you gay. Sorry. It's just makes you how is it called, it just makes you, I don't know what will appeal to you, it just makes you younger, it just makes you of course it does make you sweeter and more approachable and more ordinary, right? It just makes you more human, it just makes you more friendly and loving. Yeah, maybe you need those kind of stuff. All right, maybe you need to be more ordinary. Okay, Knight of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism and divine guidance. Archangel Sandalphon. So the opposite of Metatron, the Archangel of the Earth, and music. The search for meaning in life. Consider the alternative approach. Surrender yourself with wise teachers or friends. Yeah, teachers and friends in your life. I'm scared to get one more card from this deck, because I don't know, this deck is lately very serious. The fight ended, because I really want to finish this reading on a positive note. Because for you, in this situation, this is your reading. What you really need is, you need your active, your extroverted world has to be much more organized. It must be softened. It must be softened and must be much more organized. So what are we getting here? Okay, we're getting Earth and a Blade. I think you won. We won this battle for sure. You won a battle of sun and moon. You won a battle of your own internal energies and conflict, which, you see, that much, this is the perspective. This conflict inside of you is causing all those people to throw black magic at you and stuff like this, because you projecting the internal on the external. So you need to find peace within yourself and ground yourself and be more ordinary and be more earthy. Be this cringe shit you're so scared about, because like this will actually like delete all of those negative expressions. Okay, that's the only way in somebody's constitution. The sun and sweet launch. So you have a sweet spot in a spiritual realm. The doors are open for you. You're always welcomed. Nobody's thinking anything wrong about you. The thing that you are manifesting those things externally, and always this fight is coming, is it's coming to an end. Timing of the wind, you see? Maybe this wind soon will not be so harsh every time I'm trying to do a reading. And the sun. See, the wind and the sun, this is wings everywhere. This man with wings, this bird, this man and bird, the wild thing, running into a Delphic oracle room. Running into the higher realm, divine realm, also divine realm. That's how you imagine it in your mind. Maybe that's how it looks maybe that's how it looks, the divine realm. Maybe the divine realm just looks like a Plato have imagined it, like it was like a perfect figure and perfect symmetry. Maybe there is a sky in between everything, like an ambulance. Maybe there are like classical monuments, like a classical Greek temples. There is a blend of the beautiful, perfect shapes, and maybe there is this beautiful fountain of the life in the middle of it. Maybe you can look into it. I don't know. This is just some sort of visualization. You're not alone in it, but yeah, you're gonna have to break this curse, because this is very much not done, and this is very much an active problem in somebody's life, and it's related to how imbalanced your energies are. There is an anger inside of you. There is a war inside of you over your lost dreaminess, lost creativity, little lost girl you have inside of you. I think whether you are male or female, you have lost this princess energy. It's completely gone, and nobody let it to be surfaced. The fire agrees with me completely. And it's gonna be manifesting as those tyrants. Yeah,